What's going on, YouTube? My name is Eric. Wanted to give you a quick rundown of my night with GrubHub. This was on Saturday, January 14th. Yeah, I think 14th. Yeah, man. So it was a very good night. I worked a 5 to 9 shift, 4 hours. I made $81.50. I was averaging just over $20 an hour, which is awesome. That's the type of night that I like. If it could have been higher, it would have been great, but $20 an hour is pretty good. And that's usually how I calculate whether or not it's a successful night or not with GrubHub, is the hourly rate. So, the first order I got was a $6.90 order. Really nice folks at this roti shop in Mount Vernon. And if you saw my last video, where I was saying like how to deliver, kind of that live look, that's where I was. I was in that particular restaurant picking up an order. Second order came in right after I finished delivering that order. That went to I think this is a Cuban restaurant, La Bella Havana, $9 order. Dropped that order off. Right away I got an order for $16, which was across town, so it took me about 15-20 minutes to get to it. When I got there, funny thing that happened when I got there, I go in, I say GrubHub, the manager or the owner calls me, and he calls me behind the bar, and I'm like, what the fuck do you want? Excuse my language. So he shows me in the computer, he's like, see, the order comes in, and it's a $50 order. And I'm not gonna make this order until I know you guys are here, because on the system it says waiting to assign to a driver. He said the last time I made an order and the guy took over an hour to get here, so I had to remake the food, and I'm not doing that again. And I was like, all right, no problem. So he's like, it's gonna take 10-15 minutes. I was like, all right, no problem. So I said, I'm gonna go sit in my car, handling business. So I went, sat in my car. I got another order right after that. That was going to be picking up essentially like a couple blocks away from where this order was going to be dropped off at. So in about 10 minutes, they called me in, went in, picked up the food, dropped that off. As I'm dropping off that order, GrubHub calls me. I'm like, what do you guys want? They're like, oh, the restaurant wants to know when you're gonna come pick up the food, and this is for the order that I took while I was waiting for that other order. And they were like, and this is like 10. I took that order literally maybe 10-15 minutes ago, and they go, oh, this the order has been out for an hour, and the restaurant owner wants to know when you're gonna pick it up. And I'm like, well, you guys just sent it to me like 15 minutes ago, and you sent it to me while I was waiting to pick up another order to deliver. So I said, well, I'm about 5 minutes away. They were like, okay, no problem. So went, dropped off the order, picked up the other order. I go into the restaurant. The owner or the manager or whoever in this restaurant now is like, what's happening with you guys? What's going on with GrubHub? This order has been sitting here for like over an hour. And I was like, listen, I could only come when they send it to me. It's maybe they're short, maybe something's going on, but I'm only able to come when they send it to me. And I picked up this order like 15 minutes ago. So it's like, maybe you need to give them a call and see what's going on. But he wasn't a total. He was just concerned. Like he wasn't being a dick or anything. So it was cool. Then right after dropping off that order, I got a Boston Market order for like $4. So I was like, that's not worth my time. Plus, it was gonna be a little bit out of the way for me. Then I hit up 2 other orders at this restaurant, Prime 16. Just really like back to back. So as I dropped off one, another one came in, so I went directly back to the restaurant, picked that one up, dropped it off again. Another order came in for the roti shop place, and that was a $4 order. And I was just like, at that point I was kind of picking and choosing because I was balling out at that point. Then I went to this Gordy's Burger place. These guys, the last time I went there was on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, and they were closed. That was a restaurant I went to that was closed on New Year's Day. But yeah, man, picked up from them, dropped off. Then I got another order for this Prime 16 restaurant. That was another $4 order, and I let it go. So that's the missed one. And then right after that, I got another order that was $7, so I took that one. And at this point, it's getting close to the end of my shift, so I was kind of getting picky a little bit. But when I get there to pick up this order, $7 order, the guy at the restaurant was like, are you here for the other order too? And I was like, no, I didn't get that one. But I was like, let me see if they'll send it to me now. They didn't send it to me again. I was going to give them a call, and I was like, you know what? Forget it. So I dropped off that one, and then as I was getting ready now to kind of shut down, kind of go home, I got this last order for $8. And I was like, you know what? For $8, it's not too far. Let me just knock it out. So this was the restaurant that the guy said he wasn't going to make the food because he didn't know how long we were going to take. So this guy, I called and was like, listen, this is GrubHub. I'm on my way. I'll be there in about 5-10 minutes. And they were like, okay, cool. Thank you so much for calling. So quick tip. It's a good idea if it's a new restaurant, one that you've never seen before, it's a good idea to give them a call sometimes and say, hey, I'm on my way. So these guys, I'm gonna keep memory of it to say anytime I get an order for them, I'm gonna give them a call because I don't want to go there and wait. So that's my story. That's my night. $81.50. My acceptance rate was at 75%, which is good. And as I said, overall, a good night, man. So if you have any similar experiences, please share. Also, like the video, comment, subscribe. I appreciate all you guys for subscribing to the channel. Channel is growing, and I love it. So thanks again. And so I almost forgot to mention, I got my first cash tip. It was awesome. So one of these orders that I got, they actually tipped in the app. The Gordy's Burger House, order. They actually tipped in the app already. And I get there, I give the guy the order, and he gives me $2. So that was cool. That was my first time ever getting a cash tip. So just wanted to share that. So thanks again. Peace.